Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So, I thought this would be an interesting quote-unquote trailer to quote-unquote react to. This is a very... It's not more... I don't know, saying that would sound asshole-ish, but it's not mostly for the game itself, but it's from the studio. These guys are the guys who, a long time ago, no pun intended, was the guys who make Long War, and also were known as Long War Studios. So they are making a game, and well, I think they were making even before XCOM 2 was announced. They stopped a little because they end up making Long War 2. They got their contract obligations with Firaxis because they were somewhat they are kind of showcasing mostly how good were the mod 2s for XCOM 2, and they release a lot of mods as the SMG into our new class of weapons, and a lot of other things, and in the end they even end up releasing Long War 2. Long War 2 is very interesting in my personal opinion because it makes XCOM, mostly at the time of, to be more likely to the time of release of War of the Chosen. Now it's mostly because War of the Chosen has a lot more updates on the mods and stuff like that. You had two interesting paths to play the game. You could have to go to the Lone War 2 path or the War of the Chosen path. Two different paths and who give two very, very different ideas of how the games work. Now I want to see what they are bringing up to the table with their own game. And my house is a furnace.
A hostile alien force arrives in the outer solar system, sending infiltrators to subvert Earth's governments as it builds an invasion fleet.
Interesting.
A UFO crashes to Earth. Scientists find evidence that an alien life form has escaped into the wilderness. World leaders gather to determine Earth's response to this momentous event. But consensus proves impossible, and rival human factions arise from the conflict.
Okay.
Each with their own agenda.
I am hook up.
As commander of the Resistance, you must recruit a council of leaders dedicated to protecting humanity from the looming alien threat. Your council of political and media figures, scientists, tycoons, military commanders, and covert operatives will undertake critical missions to draw Earth's nations to your cause and advance your faction's goals.
That's cool.
Councillors must contend with shifting political conditions to secure alliances and employ both warfare and subterfuge to safeguard humanity as it moves into
I'm gonna come back after the trailer ends.
Will not be on Earth alone.
Oh, that sounds...
Explore a detailed model of the solar system's planets, moons, and asteroids.
Fuck.
And compete with other factions to harness the resources of these worlds, with the ultimate goal of constructing a fleet to defeat the alien invaders.
We're gonna invade Uranus.
Posts to extract the raw materials your forces will require. Build and upgrade space stations to develop new technologies and expand your industrial
That's fucking
capacity.
cool.
Defend your assets while deploying your fleet to combat both hostile human factions and alien forces.
Okay, I can deal with this. I don't like the...
Command warships in battles where momentum and maneuver are keys to victory.
Oh.
And preserve the independence of humankind.
I don't know how to say this. I think they lost me.
Terra Invicta, a grand strategy alien invasion game.
Oh shit. Oh no 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 no. Shit. 1 second. Oh, shit. Okay, they kinda had me. But I fucking think they lost me. Okay. When here was the thing. Like, then I said, oh, I'm okay with was here. Like, I really thought something like this. Oh, it's okay. They're gonna, like, put a funny, quirky, like, oh, a little bit of space combat and stuff like that. But, and that's the problem here. That's my moment of me being more of an asshole than I should be. And, like, expecting too much. Oh, hell. I want to ground. I would like more. That is really my pre. The fact that I'm coming with to see this trailer with the XCOM vibe and stuff like the XCOM Lone War 2 in mind. How can I say that? Because it's always gonna sound shitty. Fuck it. I don't think I wanna say. I know it's different, and the concept, in my opinion, is it's far more appealing. And with a very small trailer, they kind of told you the entire game story. The alien is gonna come, you're gonna choose a faction, you're gonna try to put the word entire against the faction, and the end game crisis, and see what's happened there. Like, see if you have enough resources to defeat the aliens, or your faction gonna be grinded to dust. If you're gonna be the last bastion, you can see like there is many ways to win or to lose here. But the point is, oh shit, I really like it. I really like the turn-based combat of soldier combat. I think that is more the... And in some ways, I thought that would be the thing. When I started seeing, like when I saw this screen, I said, oh, okay, it's a very rudimentary way to load out. You load out, probably gonna be like point defenses and stuff like that. There will be small combat, but maybe the real space combat are gonna be boarding actions, and that would be cool. Like, you would have the tactical area. But on that note, I will have to admit it. Then maybe I'm wrong on that one too, I'm not a game designer, but maybe it's a little bit easier to do a ship-to-ship combat than a soldier-to-soldier. I want to see another thing too before I just run the trailer again. So it's a really interesting. I want to see more. It's a little bit in the front here. Control of the nation's mission success. I have gained control. I have gained a control point of the resistance in the United States of America. We now have control. We have 1 to 6 control points here. So that may be meaning then you would have to. How can I say? You control 1 point. You have to control X amount of points, and then give you control of the nation. And let me be honest. The idea. Holy shit! Look at the fucking things on the left hand. But let me go back. The idea is so fucking cool. This entirely like new. I think this is one of the greatest idea of all. Like, oh, you have this political infight on the world, and now you're gonna have to defend, like, solidify your control of your country or of one country, then from the continent, then from the globe, and between that you still have to create this massive fleet to defeat the enemy alien. That alone, it's fucking incredible. I really like this idea. Not gonna lie, more and more as we grow, as we move forward in gaming, something makes me believe that I'm grow more drawn to this hand drawn style. For example, we had on Fountain Doctrine. We for even on BattleTech, I really prefer when they had the sketches, the running sketches, than the other ones. And one of my main problems on that game was the disparity between the 3D models and the 2D hand draw. I thought the hand draw was always better, and I would have even probably preferred to have a more visual quote unquote visual novel style where you have like the characters who were talking on their 2D portraits on one side and no 3D movement for no 3D rendering of that character. But that isn't out of the scope. I just talked because I saw the part of the trailer. But I see this as a very fucking cool idea. The only problem I see is the style of combat maybe is the opposite of the style of combat that I would like. I would really enjoy if the combat was soldier based. And let me tell you something. That's one of the reasons why I kind of liked Long War. Not Long War. I did like Long War, but why I like XCOM 2. Why, for example, on my playthrough of XCOM, you see a lot of the realities machinimas mods that give you more other factions, or for example, why I like Fenton Doctrine. I like the human-to-human combat, and this game hooks me over so fucking badly because that would be the thing. Like you would have like soldier to and the fucking 3 minutes before the half mark of the trailer when they showed the combat. Uh, that soldier to soldier combat, and that would be interesting. Now, I'm still hooked on the concept of the game. The combat is gonna be a little bit less like of an important part for me. And yeah, that's the end thing. Maybe. I don't know. I still fucking love the concept. The idea of this conflict between factions to solidify your power and you still having to build that whole control over something, and there is that huge overarching enemy coming for you. That sounds so fucking cool, and that suddenly I wish we had like a more the troops combat, and maybe that would be a thing. But to be honest, I think it's gonna be a very cool game. It's not that macro. I don't know if that is the word. It's not that big of a scale. You're not going on a galaxy where you're quote unquote stuck on the solar system, which I don't think it's a bad thing. It's more for I'm mostly now comparing to Stellaris, mostly because they are saying this is a grand strategy game. So that's mostly the point that I'm getting. I'm into this game. I just wish like it was like Fenton Doctrine, and that's the feeling that I have. It scratched the itch, but it doesn't go 100% all the way. Let me pitch you an idea, a stupid idea, but idea nonetheless. Man, imagine with that and the ground combat, they still like they have a ground combat tactical, and the ground combat is with Max. Too much stupid of idea, I know, but an idea nonetheless. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. This was the video. If you enjoyed, leave it a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. If you have anything to say, please leave a comment. And if you want to see what the hell is gonna be coming next on this mess, subscribe. And see you guys on the next episode.